Hello, Meets World here, and we're back with another one. Today we've got some Hyejin gameplay, and it's from Saten99, and he is going to be playing this game with Hart. He's in a duos game, and this is actually a duos tournament, or at least a duos custom game. We're just going to see him grab E, use it to get over the wall, and already be very efficient. Going to be getting those healies, going to be speeding around archery. He's going to be going to all of the A regions, so he's going to go to archery, then he's going to head out to alley, then avenue, and finally forest to finish his build. It's a 4-route build, which we tend to see a lot in terms of getting duo games done efficiently. Alright, so he's actually touching on school here. This is something that isn't in his actual route, but goes to school and will just be segueing from school once he finishes searching these last few things. And he's gonna head out. He's just saying hi to Huni. Guys, another thing about this game or this tournament that was organized is it's got a bunch of our favorite players here. Huni, we just saw, is the Adriana as usual. Absolute beast of an Adriana. The Hart that Saten is playing with is dpshart or NHart. dpshart or NHart is a pretty decent player as well. Just going to be picking up the chain, denying the chain as well from Huni. He's going to need that for his rocker jacket. So now just sad tears because he knows he denied Huni the chain, but no problem because Huni found that chain in the next box anyway. And garlic going to be made, garlic bread at least, and leather armor going to be made. Chain armor should also be built soon enough, and that's going to help him get the commander's armor. The main item we're going for is the elemental bow, guys. So the elemental bow gives you 60 attack. It gives you a little bit of movement speed, like 0.1, 0.13 movement speed, somewhere there. It gives you healing reduction, and it also gives you 45 extra normal attack damage. While we're just going to see him full combo those wolves, use the E to do tons of damage. That's the thing about Hyejin's E, it can catch you off guard, just does a ton of damage. Just going to be trying to finish that elemental bow. Doesn't have even the scorch bow done yet, so can't take this fight with Lennox. Lennox is a really great character. Lennox is actually, by character I mean the person playing Lennox is a great character. He's a guy known as Jengi. Jengi was actually the first streamer I decided to watch in terms of Eternal Return. Just a super fun personality. Even if you don't understand Korean, he brings a lot of presence to the camera. Check out Jengi as well. We're just going to see him now path out into Avenue, which is the last A region that we discussed. Going to be trying to build the Broken Watch and get the Tinderloss band done. Of course, going to need some gold to get a lot of his items done. 3 of his items dependent on getting gold done, so he's going to need gemstones and pickaxes from forest. Gonna have to head to that region fast as well. Lots of contested items. We're just going to see an elimination there, and that Adela player is actually Mozom24. We watch Mozom a lot. Mozom going down and getting killed by the Nadine, who is Parrotfish. So Parrotfish is that Nadine we checked out a while back, quite a while ago, but he set up this zone of control that was crazy around the region. Just uses his W to space out a zone of control, and also just had some really sick plays in that game with snipes and stuff. Parrotfish, a devastating Nadine player, very scary to play against. And NHart and Saten haven't managed to group yet. This game is fun. It's just like a whole lot of fan fiction in this game, a whole lot of players, which I really think you shouldn't see together in normal games. Maybe if you're lucky you see 1 or 2 of them, but it's really great to see all of them just grouped in one place. So Scorch Bow is finished now, and he's going to be trying to get gold and the elemental bow done. Cube Watch, a possible build, won't be built though, just using the E over the wall. Chicken getting decimated for no reason, but XP is always good. Speaking of Cube Watch, the attack speed item, there's this twin bow build going around on Hyejin, where people are now building a ton of attack speed and some attack power on Hyejin. It's really interesting. People, so they max the Q first, then you get your passive, and then you get your W for the root, and finally you max your E. Then you get twin bow, you get butler suit, you get radar, and then there's another item that's important, the tactical ops helmet, and then lace quiver as your accessory. And that build seems to be like doing well, or at least it's got a lot of people playing it based off the number of recommendations. Sorry for the interruption there, tends to happen, and just finds the ash that he needs, Saten here, and that's gonna help him get the straight jacket sneaks done, elemental bow done, and he's looking great. Gemstones now finally coming through. Gonna have to find some pickaxes. That's the first gold he needs, and finds another pickaxe. Commander's armor going to be the first item built. Then we're going to be seeing the golden bracelet probably come through. Yep, golden bracelet. And we're seeing another Hart here. I'm not sure who the other Hart player is, but he's grouped with Jengi. And the Yuki who just got taken down is actually with Mozom. So Mozom and that Yuki are out. And that Yuki is actually a Jackie main. It's the Jackie main we always watch on the channel called Let's Not Keep the Ground. He's out the game. And him and Mozom are out the game. So elemental bow, let's read about this item. I've got the item description here. A bow with the elements of a bow with the elemental powers of nature, such as of fire or electricity, similar to the 4 elements of Aristotle. And of course, the 4 elements of Aristotle are water, air, earth, and fire. Okay, this bush was really dodgy. Just ISO cube coming out of that bush, so now they've got to search everything. That ISO ooh, and they eat an R. That ISO happens to be the trap ISO that we tend to watch a lot. It's Nevi-chan. So guys, we got a lot of people that we normally watch here. I'm actually really excited to be casting this game because we've got a bunch of the superstars of Eternal Return definitely off my channel. There's Nevi-chan. And Yomi. Yomi is the other player here, the lead island. And now we're just going to see Saten go in. And Yomi and Nevi-chan caught in a bad place, homing the Jukai here. Jukai taking down Nevi-chan here. I was just trying to get clarity on who that was. If that is homing as the Jukai, then the Emma that's with him is definitely Samche. And they managed to down Nevi-chan. Nevi-chan going to be going out here. Bye-bye Nev. And ISO going to be out. Yomi going to be left ratting alone on that lead island. Sad times. And the kill doesn't actually go over to this team. Of course, he was downed by homing, which is the Jukai from the other team. So Samche and Homing get themselves on the board. Meanwhile, NHart and Saten just roaming around here. We're going to be seeing them go back into forest. And we will want to see what forest is for. It's to catch this fight with the other Hart and Jengi here now also. But they just do so much damage and the other Hart forced to use the ult. And NHart out of the range of that ult, managing to do so much to Jengi while he's dancing around. And this is going to be the end. And this other Hart just has to get over the wall. But they got to chase him. And this is going to be the end of that. And that's one team eliminated. 2 kills for the team. And now Yomi trying to get a third party onto this. Has to use his ult to get out. Thought he could do damage, but really could not. And they're just going to be searching Jengi here. Ooh, EOD suit found and instantly taken. Commander's armor going to fall off in value. Mithril shield actually taken as well. So, ooh, bracelet of Skadi found. And that might be, yeah, kept over the Mithril shield. Now the question is, does NHart take the Mithril shield? I don't think so. I don't think you build that on a Hart. I think you rather build the radar. So NHart and Saten here really looking well. 12 players left, 2 kills on them in total. Just going to be taking the boars and moving on to the next region. We'll see whether they go to Avenue or School. It looks like they're going to Ave. Sorry, Avenue or Hotel. School is currently closed. And doom, the bat just being eliminated. Hey, just a cool thing about Hyejin as a character that I found, because I've been digging through the lore. I'm telling you, those lore videos are coming and they're going to be lit. I managed to find a web comic with Hyejin, and she was actually on a team with Iso and Hanwoo at a point in the Eternal Return universe. Now they find a wick and they don't get the kill onto the wick, which means they have to back off. That is Huni and Huni's premade. I'm not sure who the Lee Dailin is there, who's teamed up with Huni. But they managed to get the kill onto the wick and probably also get the items around that. So big items could be possibly coming through for Huni. Of course, VF Blood with the Hambok gets him the Queen of Hearts, which is a devastating item. I didn't even realize that Revenge of Gao Zhan is on Saturn right now. So they don't want to take any aggressive fights right now. They kind of just chilling, setting up traps. Okay, and they're setting up traps to get away from this team with Aggie and Parrotfish. So Parrotfish is the Nadine and Aggie is the Suichi. Aggie is a Suichi main and he's pretty strong on it, guys. We also check him out from time to time. He's the other Suichi main we check out a lot. We also check out 31468 ADC, who is not in this game, unfortunately. Just a whole lot of really great players, though. I'm really in my element. I'm excited to be casting this. We see Kancho and a Sissela, who I think is Kimeyan. I'm not sure, but that is definitely Kancho99, and he's doing so much damage to Saturn. Saturn just walking into a smoke bomb and the ultimate and has to back off. NHart getting bursted down, and they are losing this trade, but they still want it. 5 Omens still on Hyejin, and now they disengage using both of their E's here. NHart and Saturn just having a lot of mobility here. So now Saten99 and NHart just going to be running into forest again and fishing up some stuff. I wonder if they're going to have what they need to make food. It looks like it. NHart's now getting the stone that he needs for heated stone, and the lighters are being given to NHart so he can make baked carp. Baked carp now being prepared by Saten99. This is Cooking 101. They are a great team. Look like they're in Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay here. And it's always great to be playing Chef Simulator in the middle of an Eternal Return game. Now we're just going to be seeing NHart and Saturn part. Well, they were looking at Avenue there, but they seem to be settling on finding the Yuki team. We'll just have to see which way they parting. A lot of the teams now very strong. A lot of legendaries done. This will come out. It will come down to which team ends up fighting the most and which team gets caught out without vision. No vision so far on 99 and NHart's team. I keep forgetting NHart's name. dpshart. And we're just going to be seeing them now path into Ali. I think Ali was actually the region he checked out, not Avenue. It was definitely Ali. So now he's tabbing a lot, wants to see which teams he can actually fight and which teams he can't. And they find Meteorite here. That actually is big for 99 because he can build Cabana off this. And that's actually a huge find. Really big find for them. Big defense stat plus the skill amp on the Cabana, and that's a legendary going to him. Of course, we'll be holding on to the EOD suit. We'll be using it for the majority of the game, and the Cabana will be switched to when appropriate. especially with that team of Parrotfish and Aggie running around, the Suichi and Nadine combo. I think EOD suit definitely worth it. We see that Huni did in fact manage to finish the Queen of Hearts off of that Wickeline kill. Huni, of course, a player who prioritizes getting that Wickeline so often in a lot of the games. So now we can see where a lot of the teams are. We see a Hyejin Ratting and a lot of the other teams grouped up in Pond and Avenue. So now the players who are left, we see Samche and Homing are still in this. We see a random Hyejin kind of ratting it out by themselves. We know Kancho and who I suspect is Kimayan, but I could be wrong. It's the Sicily player. Kancho and that Sicily player are also still in the game. And we've also got Huni and his premade Kabana actually being left on the floor there. As this region has a minute left on it, I don't think anyone will be finding it. And more so, I don't think anyone will be needing it in terms of that Kabana. And now the chickens just being abused here. The two sharing the load in terms of damaging these chicks. And now we're going to see these wolves being taken as well. NHart just doing the DPS at the end, and the burst is Satin's job. So they've got a little bit of good synergy going here. You can see how they know their roles. I go in for best, as in Saten99 goes in for burst, and NHart goes in for the more consistent DPS kind of damage. NHart's also responsible for keeping them alive with the ultimates. So we're going to be seeing that there is some activity in this area. Will they make noise? Yes, attack the boar. So very, very confident, and they will be seen first because the other team did have access to this console. Huni now getting rid of the Sicily. So Kancho and that Sicily he's with go down, and now they find Homing here and Samche, and we're just going to see a 2v2. NHart going in on Jukai going in on NHart actually, and so much damage going on to Satin now. He has to back out. They're going to have to change priority to Samche. Samche doing so much damage on the back end of this fight. NHart going to be going down. No, he doesn't save it with his ult, and actually Jukai going down. Homing dies. And now Samche's job to try and save Homing. Can he do it? He's got a lot of health. We've seen 2v1s before. And now Juke's out by Satin here. Satin manages to juke out on a lot of that damage, and they turn this fight onto Samche. And Samche and Homing eliminated by NHart and Satin. Really, really well played by the duo here. Oh man, this game is every Eternal Return fans' wet dream. This one is one for the kids for sure. And now Aggie and Nadine just posturing aggressively. They would have heard all of that fighting happening in this region, and they want blood. They are very, very hungry. And now, Huni and his premade just catching out Satin, and he is over the wall. Oh my goodness, Huni is still pursuing this with his W and burning NHart to a crisp now. They've got to walk into this restricted region surely, and they're going to be burning their timers here. NHart taking some time. Huni's still hungry for blood, throwing W's over the wall. Oh my goodness. Oh, they've got to take this fight with Huni. E in, and the roots onto Huni. Smoke bomb coming out. He's going to have to step out of it, and he does so much with these weapon skill as well. Satin playing that really, really well. They down Huni and his pre-made. They are fighting incredibly, but now Aggie going in, and now the ultimate from NHart making them dance along. Can they turn this fight? Aggie ulties, and that's going to force NHart out of the region. They try to root this. NHart going down, and Satin now running for his life. And Parrotfish and Aggie now chasing onto 99, and this might be the end of this team. He's gonna have to find a way to hyperloop out of here and go back. Oh, doesn't have enough time for the hyperloop. Now getting caught out. He's gonna run out of time, and that's Saten99 going down, and that's probably the victory now going to be given to this team. Only 3 players left, and 2 of them happen to be Aggie and Parrotfish, so they probably win this game. There's a random Hart rat jamming the game, and his pre-made happens to be an air player who I love to watch, who is Hestero. So I'm not sure who this Hyejin is. If anyone else has an idea, you can let me know. And he's just gonna get jumped on, trying to use the caltrops to kite this out, but Parrotfish just going to be doing so much retaliation damage. He was trying to get rid of the Suichi here, and Suichi being given the last kill by Parrotfish. No! Parrotfish actually sniping that out at the end, and that's going to be really, really well played by that team. They get 5 kills on the board, 6 kills on the board for NHart and Saten99. And great game all in all. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was really fun for me to watch. Really, really cool to see all of these players interact and be together in one setting. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe. I'm signing out.